So, to summarise, the position is clear. We increasingly live in a knowledge-based economy. Our government policies, whether they be here in Wales, across the UK or across Europe, are geared to supporting and delivering that knowledge economy, and it's clear that universities, by their very nature, in dealing in the currency of knowledge, have a major role to play. So what of our universities? In 1854, I'll take you back a little bit, John Henry Newman wrote what is now a famous essay, What is a University? You can download the essay off the internet, in contrast to 1854, and he concluded, a university seems to be in its essence a place for the communication and circulation of thought by means of personal intercourse. Well, what a charming romantic idea of a university. Those of us present who are from universities will not see in that definition the QAA, research assessment exercise, financial budgets, crumbling estate, performance indicators, etc. So that model, in my opinion, sounds certainly not appropriate to deliver on the knowledge economy that not only our political leaders, but I think all of us look for. The modern university must be a place of communication and circulation of thought, but it must be much more. The creative view of a university is as an institution that is or should be concerned most essentially with optimizing and nurturing the creative potential of individuals. The modern university must develop relationships of mutual stimulus and support with other regional players in a common attempt to optimize the conditions for such creative and innovative environments that will deliver the knowledge economy. So a modern university has a social responsibility to support society and its aspirations. The modern forward-looking university can provide skilled graduates, can undertake collaborative research with industry, can support existing companies and business, can spin out new companies to exploit university IP. And strategically, universities can attract and anchor companies to create high-tech clusters and can create thousands of jobs in science parks. So let me return to the question posed, what's in it for universities? The answer is clear. We have an opportunity of ensuring that universities can sit at the centre of our knowledge economy and are valued as essential to society rather than interesting, and some of you may feel, interesting curiosities that are a burden to the taxpayer. This new positioning for universities will attract more students with greater purpose into higher education. Students and society will see the relevance of universities more than ever before. Business will see universities as more than just production lines for graduates that they then have to train to meet their skills base. To take this position at the heart of society, we must work with business, and in particular in Wales we must work with SMEs. We must change the vision of our universities, we must review our governance, we must destroy all myths and break down barriers, and we must change attitudes. We must provide a supportive environment for staff and students. We must provide open gateways to our knowledge for stakeholders such as business and SMEs. And we must restructure our teaching and training provision to make it more flexible and accessible. And we must work with business and SMEs to break down and bridge the gap that has traditionally existed between industry and business. In doing this, we must, in universities, have a better understanding of business, and in turn, business must have a better understanding of how higher education operates. All this, of course, takes time, but I think, as you've seen this morning from the case studies and other comments, we're making major steps forward in working in partnership with business. But in higher education, we must be given support. We must be given long-term sustainable support. We must be judged not only by the number of consultancy contracts that we have with SMEs, but on the fundamental changes that we are progressing that will lay the foundations for a pivotal role in the knowledge economy, and hence the long-term sustainability of the interaction between universities and business and SMEs. Of course, we cannot, as universities, create and support a knowledge economy alone. The different players must come together, and the so-called quadruple helix of interaction between businesses, politicians, universities and the public, and one must emphasise the role that the public has to play in this, in buying into a knowledge-based economy. Do we have in Wales the appropriate mechanisms for interacting within this quadruple helix? It's my observation, and I cannot speak and do not have the authority to speak on behalf of other universities, but it's my observation that universities in Wales wish to participate in this interaction. This involves new ways of working, new forms of communication, new funding streams, and a realistic political will. So the answer to what appears to be a relatively straightforward and simple question, what's in it for the universities, is in effect the emergence of a unique and unparalleled opportunity for universities to sit at the very heart of the economy and the very heart of our society. The very nature of universities to meet this agenda is changing, and we look forward to working more closely with business and SMEs in Wales. And to finish, a quote from Francis Bacon: "He who will not apply new remedies must expect new evils, for time is the great innovator." Thank you.